There we go. Well, come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. How is everybody? Hello, RZA Bass. I haven't seen you here before. I'm just gonna introduce you to the rules, to the ground rules of this stream. No disrespect, and no blasphemy, and no vulgarities. And you can stay on the stream. Those are the simple rules you must follow, and you'll be all right. Yes. I'm glad you think so. Hello, Nancy. How you doing? How are you? We can talk about different things today. I like crossbows. Crossbows. Gotta love them. This is the cold steel cheap shot. Oh yeah. You like crossbows? Yes. Yes, I'm a hunter. I also do. Crossbow is a good weapon for self-defense as well. So this has multiple uses. It's got a 130 pounds, self-spanning. You know, you can do it. Yes, Louis Coacher. Small game mostly. Squirrel, rabbit, bird. Small game's easier to get. Well, I would say it's easier to get, but I would say that legally it's easier to get because there's no particular season for those small game items. You can hunt them anytime. Yes, I eat what I kill. And yes, Luis, that is the Cobra. That is the cold steel cheap shot. It is a version of the Cobra RX adder. It is. Good for you, RZA Bass. And if that's a slight, remember I can detect slights, you know. Just be careful. No, man. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Yes, I will. I could convert it to could convert this actually to a. Actually, that's a 7-bolt magazine. Yeah. So true. Okay. Thumbs up. Make sure if you're new here, give me some thumbs up. I don't have any new knives or nothing, but I have some new stuff coming down the line. I have new stuff coming down the pike. I'm going to have 2 new surprise items that I think you're just going to love. Coming soon, by the way. Coming soon. No, RZA Bass. That's not what I meant. So true, Nancy. So true. You know, I do love my outdoor stuff. I love my knives, my crossbows, my air rifles, my less than lethal launchers. Love those too. Oh, that's true, RZA. I agree with that. Yeah, so true, Luis. So true. Through the night. Yep. Somewhat. I really don't talk about politics much on this channel. I have a few times talked about my political points of view, but I just think it's basically not been worth it. I just like to do the whole outdoor hobbyist stuff fast. Awesome. Awesome. Airgun Johnny and MEV 50. Awesome. You know, I've convinced what's his name? What's his name? He's prominent in the less than lethal community. He's DK Spencer. I convinced him to get a type of a repeating crossbow. It's basically a Steamboat Stinger AR-6. I convinced him to get. Thanks to some of the videos I sent him, he's in the process of buying one. I have 2 new items coming my way. You're gonna love that. You know, I made a video recently, and it was a joke video, but it was some truth to it. How I'm not really interested. Most men aren't interested in masculine women, but I didn't clarify what a masculine woman is. Okay. A masculine female can be both, can be 2 things, okay? That really big turnoff for men, by the way. Some of these things you're allowed to buy. Repeating crossbows you're allowed to buy. RZA Bass. Oh, awesome, guys. But the point is here, as I was doing I did a video, and if you want to see it, I did a video. It was a very funny video. And I was telling a story about, you know, how some masculine female bodybuilder who was in the military contacted me in my DMs, and she was like, you gotta watch the video. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Let's just put it that way. I'll put it this way: masculine women aren't attractive, and that's what I said in the title, and they're not. But there's two different kinds of masculine females out there. I want to make that perfectly clear. Exactly, Luis. There's two kinds of masculine females out there. I want to point that out. Okay, and one of them is the kind that's that may not look masculine on the outer, you know. No, like I'm not into no, like I'm not into Ronda Rousey. I'm not into her either. You know, but that's just me. Not what I'm into. But no, Bast, I'm not. Well, you're a rarity. I would say that because Jake Eyes, because most men aren't attracted to masculine women at all. So that's just how it is. I think it's at a biological level that attraction is like a magnet. You know, it's polarity. Opposites attract. Masculine and feminine attract. Masculine and masculine repulses. Get it? Now, for me, personally, I would never date a masculine female. See, that's one thing that I wouldn't do. I reject all masculine females. And if you want to know more, watch the video that I made. Very funny video. Tells a lot of truth. If you want to hear the rest of the story. But the point is that, you know, masculine females don't always got to look like bodybuilders, by the way. They don't always have to look like butch or nothing like that. Some masculine females can look like, you know, very pretty women, but they're very masculine in their personality, which is a big turnoff. And that's, you know, a masculine female doesn't always have to look masculine, but she can act masculine. So true, Quiet. So true, Carson. Oh, famous women. Well, famous women are always a pain in the butt, so why would I want to do that? You know? I just want a feminine woman. How about that? I'll put it this way. I'm currently dating a woman. I'm currently gonna go overseas, so I'm gonna look into passport, bro. You could say that. I'm gonna go overseas, find myself a nice feminine woman. I'm getting my passport, and I'm going to go overseas and find me a nice woman. That's so true. Yes, but she's very lonely cat lady right now because she's discarded all the men in her life for some reason. Now she's got no man. Not really. I'm just gonna start traveling overseas to countries that I've heard good things about. Nancy. And Nancy, I don't know who you are, but you seem, from what you've told me, is you do have some masculine personality traits. Probably not someone I would date. I'm looking very soft, feminine, and girly. That's what I'm. Dainty, you could say. Dainty. Nah, there isn't. Not much anymore, Luis. That might work. RZA. I understand, Luis. What do you expect? I think I could find a better wife overseas. That being said, and I'll tell this. Yeah, but she's no longer. Here's the deal. She hit the wall. She hit the wall. Well, that's the point. Is that's the typical Western woman. I like feminine women, and you can't get that in the West, like the ultra feminine women. The ones that are soft spoken, dainty. My polarity just does not match. The women in the West. I might go to Japan. I might go to. I hear Japanese girls just love white guys. It's a good type to have. Blonde hair, blue eyes, Nordic, very beautiful. Me, I always said that I always had a thing for redheads. Redheads. Like natural redheads, not the fake ones. I want a woman to actually act like a woman, Nancy. That's not a woman who doesn't act dainty and feminine was not the type of woman that I want to be with. I'm strong enough, okay? I want peace when I come home, not to be yelled at, not to be challenged when I come home from, work. Somewhat similar to culture the traditional European culture that, like the knights and stuff like that. Really? You still have got no fault divorce in the South, so yeah. I don't know, Carson. I'll have to figure that one out for myself. I mean, in this country, Carson, but if you go to Japan, you will be treated like a rock star on tour. RZA. True, true. That's another country you can go to. Philippines, Thailand, Eastern Europe. All right, don't say anything. Don't say anything lewd, okay? I mean, don't say anything like, now I make one rule, don't say anything lewd and stupid. We can have a civilized conversation and talk about this, and without anyone saying anything nasty or lewd. You know what I mean? I just wanted to point that out. Oh boy, Carson. Good for you. What country are you speaking of, Nancy? I get that. I get that. I have cousins like that. Here's the thing. I have cousins like that, Jake Eyes. Okay? And the thing is, Jake Eyes, I have cousins exactly like that. I have female cousins that I love dearly that are exactly like you described in personality. But here's the thing. That dating a woman with that kind of personality type is like dating my cousin. Okay? I really don't want to do that. You know? I really don't want to date, like, a version of my cousin's personality. Don't want to do it. You know? Not really. From what I can tell, it's a very much a patriarchal. Asian countries are very patriarchal. So, Nancy, I don't know where you got that information. Very traditional, very patriarchal. Yes, and I prefer not to date a woman who talks like a man. You know what I mean? Who has masculine tendencies. I don't want a tomboy. I'm already masculine. I already do those things for myself. I don't want a girl that's going to be like that. You know? There's a lot of women in my family who are like that, and God bless them. But, however, I want something different. I want someone different than that. Well, whatever the case may be, Nancy, I'm going to find out. You know? Well, and that's the thing. I don't want that kind of woman, Jake Eyes. That might not be a good idea, Jake Eyes. Might not be a good idea. She would get tainted by American culture in a heartbeat. You know? Yeah, exactly. I want a lady. You know, someone with grace, charm, poise, doesn't raise her voice, doesn't raise her voice, and knows how to basically charm. And it has charm, poise, grace. That's something that a lot of women today do not have. They've lost that ability to be charming. You know? Maybe. Maybe. I'll find him overseas. Doing very good. Camo Campa. You know, the funny thing is, I put a post on this social media site. I'm not going to say which one it was. And this post, I put up this post with a meme on it. And I'll tell this story. I'm just putting up a post with some good advice, by the way. But to a lot of ladies, they took it as an insult. I don't know why. It was good advice. Okay, I put up a post, and there was a less attractive woman, very angry, and there was on side pictures of very attractive women, and it was like, this is what like jealousy looks like. And what I meant to, and then I wrote up on top of the meme, I said, to the less attractive women, you would be a lot happier if you basically dated men who were at your level of attractiveness. That's all I said. That was just advice. You know what I mean? Because I've noticed a lot of women, they try to go for men that aren't even in their league, and when it doesn't work out, when she can't get it, oh, she gets all mad and bitter, hates all men. It don't work. So all I did was put that up there, just see it interesting. It got a lot of views, by the way. That post got like 200,000 views. You know, because it you know, it wasn't meant to be an insult. It was meant to be like an unpopular truth. That is true, Carson. Look at the Barbie movie. That movie is the most anti-male, feminist garbage that I've ever seen. Wouldn't touch it. But a lot of women are saying that they will break up with their boyfriends if they don't see the Barbie movie with them, or if they don't like the Barbie movie. You know? So this is what men in the West are dealing with, you know? Yeah, man, but crazy has a price, dude. Bass. Luis. I do. To a certain extent, I do like some of the things he's done. Luis. Yes, give me a lot of thumbs up if you're new. The point is here, I'm gonna point it out, okay? It's this, okay? I'm not saying that that masculine women can't get a man. I'm saying that certain men are not gonna like masculine women. You know? You know, basically, I consider myself a masculine man. I go out in the woods. I do bushcraft. I hunt. I fish. I got strong muscles. You know, do I want a woman who is masculine? No. Cause it's not because we're intimidated. No, 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 ladies. No, no, no. Don't look that up. That's where you got it wrong. No, it's biological. Men are naturally repulsed by masculine females. And that could mean masculine personality traits or masculine physical features. Remember that. I understand that, Jake Eyes. You know what I mean? You're so fake ass plastic. That's true. True American men. Not everybody, but not every American man owns an AR-15 and a. Well, we don't own bazookas. Maybe an AR-15, but not bazookas. Nobody owns a bazooka in America. You know? No, we don't hunt with bazookas. That's a myth right there. No American man owns a bazooka. Okay? That would be not considered legal. That's basically a munitions launcher. So that wouldn't be legal for, you know, only the military can have shit like that. You know what I mean? It's been out for a while, boss, for a lot. Boss life. How interesting, Luis. Yeah, well, that doesn't really work in the real world. By the way, bazookas are a kind of outdated technology. That's World War II technology, by the way. Bazookas aren't even around anymore. No. But you can get a less than lethal grenade launcher with basically the percussion grenades that you can get on Modern Combat Sports with the promo code one word big letters TACFAM. You can get percussion grenades which have like CO2 cartridges in them, make a loud sounds, and how you doing? Well, how you doing, my little Asian cutie? So true, Airgun Johnny. Yeah, civilians can own those in America. They're basically you put a CO2 cartridge in it, and um, uh, my good buddy Big Tactical from Tac Family TV. Go to his channel. He'll tell you all about the Vulcan um, the Vulcan grenades. They're less than lethal grenades. They basically make a high decibel sound. They're percussion grenades, so you can get them here. Oh, John Helwig. Nah, not relate to him. Just a backwoods hillbilly. Boss life. That's all I really am. Yeah, so true. It's like a grenade launcher, like a big grenade launcher, pretty much. Um, it's actually quite outdated compared to basically to some of the technology we have now. We have smaller versions that can do the same thing. And no, it's not like an RPG because it is not a missile. It's more like a pump pump pow. You know what I mean? You know? Exactly, Luis. Yes, he's gone. All my favorite wrestlers from the '80s. You know, from that really good era of wrestling. I mean, from Roddy Piper, the Iron Sheik. Um, oh boy, so many are now gone. Mr. Perfect. Yes. I'm glad it's a non-functioning one. Because you fire that thing, go, oops. Oh, you just blew up something. And Hulk Hogan, he's still alive. Boss life. I know. That was the '80s, you know. A bass. King Kong Bundy. And the Junkyard Dog. The Road Warriors. Yes, I miss the Road Warriors. You know when what a rush. Yeah. And of course, the Undertaker was one of the from the later era. The Undertaker is one of the wrestlers from the later era that I really liked. Um, dum dum. He's still alive. Dum dee dum. Interesting, Jake Eyes. I possibly could. I need to come up with a wrestling character. How about the Backwoods Boy? I'll take you to the backwoods. Oh, I remember him. Is he still alive? I think he went to prison. Didn't for killing his girlfriend. I think he went to prison, didn't he? I remember that coconut incident. I remember when Roddy Piper smashed him in the head with a coconut. Well, that was... Girlfriend, actually. Girlfriend. Luis. I remember the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah! Yeah, that guy was cool. I know, Camel Campa. He was from that later era of wrestling. I don't think it was very good. The later era of wrestling, you know, there was no colorful characters during that kind of attitude. I never liked the attitude era of WWF. Never liked it. Never really cared for it. You know, I remember when there were good guys, there were bad guys, heels and baby faces. You know, I remember that era of wrestling was so awesome. You know. I can imagine it does, Jake Eyes. Oh yeah, Hillbilly Jim. I remember him. Well, it's nice knowing. It's nice to get to know you, Bass. You got 8 thumbs up. That's awesome. But yeah, Mankind. Yeah, he was cool. But he was still from a later era. I love the 80s era of wrestling. You know, Mankind was an interesting wrestler. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I've been busy lately. There's been some thunderstorms around here. I had a power outage last night. It was literally like a power outage that lasted for I think for 4 hours. 4-hour power outage. It's pretty bad. He passed away too? Who's next? The Honky Tonk Man? Oh man, that'd be hard. Is the Honky Tonk Man going to go? Oh no. We're losing all our heroes. You know, got hair slicked back, got to your town in a pink Cadillac. I'm a honky tonk man. How you doing, a wine sidecar? How's it going? Got 9 thumbs up. That's awesome. You know, I hope the honky tonk man doesn't perish as well. I mean, but that's the rule of life. We all go. You know. You know. Coming to you. 10 thumbs up. That's awesome. But getting back on the subject of the ladies, I'll say. Now, I made this post, okay, and I got a lot of views on this particular social media site. I'm not saying what it is, but and all I said was basically on top of the meme that I made was basically to the less attractive women out there. You'd be a lot happier if you dated women that were at. I mean, sorry, you'd be a lot happier if you dated men that were at your level of attractiveness, because I see a lot of women try to go for, you know, like you know, very attractive men, you know, like Chads, and fails, and they get bitter about it, and you know, it's like, and they wonder what happened. These women who are not that attractive, by the way. And so all I said was basically to just stay in your lane. Don't try to chase unicorns, and don't try to go after women that are out of your league. No, man. I'm sorry, don't go after men that are out of their league. That advice goes for both men and women, but men understand this a lot more. You know, men don't go for women that are out of our league many times. We go for women that or they are below us in attractiveness or the same level of attractiveness. Most men do, you know. What I'm saying is a lot of women go out of their league when it comes to men, and when it comes to attractiveness, and they wonder why, you know, that it doesn't pan out. You know, it's like, so I wrote that as just kind of like an advice kind of situation, you know. So a lot of these women, they go after men that are more attractive than themselves, and they wonder why it doesn't work out, or they get rejected, or something like that. You know, it's like, and I didn't mean it as any insult, by the way. No insult behind it, but it was taken as an insult. You know. So what's interesting to me is that I had this one woman that was very angry at me for some reason. In her writing, she tried to basically kind of like gaslight me, making me think I'm angry or something. I'm like, no, that doesn't make any logical sense, you know. Like I said, to the ladies out there, you'd be a lot happier if you you'd be a lot happier, ladies, and I'm gonna say this, if you dated guys that were at your level of attractiveness, or slightly higher. Just slightly higher, not too high. Don't go too high. You know what I mean? You know, that were at your level of attractiveness. You know? I think a lot of you ladies, you chase after rainbows. I mean, you chase after men that will never want you in a million years. And you wonder why you're bitter and angry. You know? Well, Nancy, that's all I'm saying. It's like, Nancy, you don't have to take it as an insult. Okay, Nancy? Yeah, but are they Chads? Or are they the extremely good-looking men, Airgun Johnny? You have to ask yourself that. Hello, Mikalia. Messick. I guess you know my love for Asian women. The HGS is great for self-defense. But you gotta tune it up a little bit. I'll put it this way, Nancy. Okay, Nancy, I just say you'd be a lot happier. I would just say just give the guy that's at your level of attractiveness a chance. And just come to the realization, because you know your value. Okay, you know how attractive you are. I don't think I need to tell you that. If you see a guy that's at your level of attractiveness, well, give him a chance, and get to know him. I don't know. You might be happier if you do that. I mean, because a guy who looks like Brad Pitt ain't coming. He ain't coming to wife you up. He ain't coming to do anything with you. I mean, and I don't know what you look like. I really don't, Nancy. I don't know what you look like. So I'm not going to make that assumption of what you look like. Okay? But what I am going to say is that look in the mirror, find your level of attractiveness, and be honest about it. Now, social media will lie to you, and you got a lot of simps out there that will boost your ego. But I can assure you, it's not like that in the real world. So look in the mirror, and be honest with yourself about your level of attractiveness. And then look at the men around you. And if you can find a man slightly above your level of attractiveness, or at your level, you've done something good. Then you'll be happy. Thank you, Luis. You're the best one. Yeah, so true, Nancy. And that's all I'm saying, Nancy. And that's all I was saying to the ladies. But I have this one girl where it hit a little close to home, and she was really pissed at me in the comment section of that social media thing. And she was getting really upset with me. I was like, okay, you've insulted women everywhere. I'm like, no, I didn't. It was never meant to be an insult. I think it was Pat Garrett, was it? What was so offensive? Anyway, smash a few hood rats. That's funny. The point is here, ladies, I'm just trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to let you know, okay? Many of you ladies have been chasing rainbows. And yeah, there have been some men who have been chasing rainbows. But we all see those men as stupid, okay? Look at the movie Shallow Hal, for example. I mean, okay, look at the movie Shallow Hal, okay? This is about men who chase after supermodels and get turned down every time. Now, there is a female version of that. Yeah, it probably won't. You'd have better luck going overseas, Airgun Johnny. But aren't you married, Airgun Johnny? I thought you were married. Got a wife. I'm gonna do that, YM. I'm gonna do that. I know that, Airgun Johnny. Yeah, internet dating is pretty bad. I mean, okay, there's a reason why internet dating is so bad for men because it's all about, the profile. Okay, you can't talk to the woman and try to convince her on a dating app. Everything has to be done to the profile, so it makes it very difficult. I would say don't use the dating apps. You'll have greater success actually going out in the street and talking to a woman. The old-fashioned way, the way they used to do it. Nancy Drew. I should do a video about this, okay, about looks and about, how there are different levels of attractiveness and, there, what you can pursue. And it does, and a lot of us haven't won the genetic lottery. I have not. But for example, if I go to Japan, I'd be considered quite attractive. You know why? Because I'd be taller than most of the men in that country. You know? Okay, you're a different one then. Okay. I would tell you to basically get your passport. Get your passport, Airgun Johnny. Go to Thailand. Go to the Philippines. Go to Japan. Go to Eastern Europe. Go to those places. Smash. If you just want to go smash. Actually, it does, Luis. I'm not saying Japan is the perfect place. I'm saying that in Japan, a lot of the Asian women love white guys. They view white guys as works of art. You can look this up. I mean, they've done street interviews and stuff like this. Asian women, particularly Japanese women, they love white guys. Okay. So if you're a white guy and you're tall, you're like an average sized white guy in the West, right? In this country, in America. You go to the Asian countries, and now you're giant compared to most of the men in that country. You got broader shoulders. You look more masculine. You will get a ton of women pursuing you. Guaranteed. See what I mean? Exactly. They're very feminine women over there. Just shooting the breeze, you could say, Michael. Just having a good time. Talking about different things. That's a mistake you gotta. That's a mistake you make with the Asian countries. You gotta basically be good with the family. Hmm. Airgun Johnny. No, but I'll get one of those. I'll go to Rosetta Stone and learn Japanese before I go to the country. I can go to the Philippines and be pretty good. The Philippines because they speak English in the Philippines. So, but I do hear, and this is what I hear, since Asian women do love white men. I'm not saying do love white men and date white men. I do hear there's. I'm not saying all, but uh, there's been some white women who have been very upset about this, about white men dating Asian chicks or going overseas and dating Asian chicks. I've heard there's been some complaints. I'm not saying every white woman is like that, but apparently there's been some complaints about it. I don't know. Maybe I can understand. Maybe you have another woman who's basically is competition for your particular kind of man. You know, that could be a possibility. Who knows? Oh, that. Yes, there is actually. A lot of traditional women. That's so true. They are. How you doing? I think Jake the Snake died. He's a wrestler that died recently. Another one of those classic wrestlers that died. Well, he died from his addictions. No, he didn't die from his addictions. He got sober. He cleaned up. He just died of old age, you know? Passed away. Yeah, that's my mistake. Jake Roberts was a very troubled man. Um, but yeah, back in those days, in the 80s, those are my heroes. Jake Roberts, you know, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, you know. Uh, he's still alive? I heard he died. Oh, yeah. Thank God he's still alive. Okay, he's still alive. That's very good. Good for him. Because most of the legendary wrestlers are just dead. Just dead. Sadly. The good legends, man. Oh, you did, Mr. Pickles? Awesome. Yeah, Nancy, his dad was a scumbag. I'm very familiar with Grizzly Smith. You know, mate, he's roasting in hell now, I can tell you that. And his sicko girlfriend. Oh boy. Well, yeah, he was. He's had a problem with drugs for a while. When did you meet him? In the '90s? Perhaps in the early 2000s? Perhaps. I know that Scott Hall is dead. He's still alive. Yes, I just found that out, Jake. But you're not the real Jake the Snake Roberts. Hmm. That was just before, I guess, he met DDP. He reconnected with DDP and got sober with that DDP yoga. I don't think it was necessarily with steroids, Airgun Johnny. Jake Roberts was using a lot of like cocaine, crack. A lot of barbiturates, you could say. Yes, there's something called the cocaine 80s. White lines. If you're a kid in the 80s, you didn't notice that stuff, but yeah, a lot of people in the 80s were doing coke. Now I was a kid in the 80s, so I didn't notice all the white lines because I didn't see any of that. But apparently, a lot of the adults were doing them white lines. Yeah, I know that one, Luis. Personally, I've never done cocaine or crack or anything like that, so I've never done any illicit drugs that would cause me to be addicted to them. God, I think that by the grace of God, I never got into hard drugs, which is, I never smoked weed, I never did drugs, I don't smoke cigarettes, I rarely, if ever, drink. True, Nancy. Well, it was ruined in the 1980s. Man, ugh. That's good for you, Nancy. Now, I do have family members that have done dope, and many of them are dead. Many of them have died. In a very sad kind of way. When you... good for you. Did you get addicted to the coke, Luis? Yeah, I've heard stories in the 80s, from the 80s, from stories people lived in the 80s, particularly women who lived in the 80s. When women went to the women's bathroom, it wasn't just to basically to use the bathroom and do their makeup or whatever. A lot of times they went in there and did lines. They did lines in the women's bathroom. The women did. And so did men, by the way. Men went to the men's bathroom and did lines. Which is interesting. Good, Luis. But it's very interesting in the 80s. It's basically the men and women's bathroom was not just for basically going to the bathroom. For women who go to the bathroom, they don't really just use the bathroom. They They did. They check. They stay there longer. They check their makeup. From what I can tell. But back in the '80s, it wasn't just for basically checking their makeup. They were doing lines on the sinks. You know. So the ladies in the '80s were doing lines in the women's bathroom. Ain't that nice? Ain't that special? 12 thumbs up. That's awesome. Ain't that special, isn't it? Yeah. White lines. Yeah. That's a fun one. Well, this chat is getting cold, cold, cold as ice. Come on now. I might do some camping, but I've been busy lately with the whole, you know, learning how to drive thing. I've been thinking about that RV living. You know, it'd be a lot cheaper to live if you lived in an RV when you really think about it. I mean, you can just take your house anywhere you need to go. You know, talk about retirement. I could have my two, basset hounds in the vehicle, and just a lot cheaper than paying rent, and stuff like that. Do 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 do. All right, we're back in order. But remember what I said. I'm going to say this, and I hope, Nancy, you'll tell this to the other ladies. If you are less attractive, let's say you're a 5, okay? Let's say the woman is a 5, okay? I'm going to say this. If a woman is a 5, she should be dating another 5, a level 5 male when it comes to looks. Or a level 6. Now I'm a 6. You think I'm going to go, unless I'm in another country, let's say the Asian countries, where I can, see, in the Asian countries, I can attract, like pretty Asian women because I'm a white guy. They like white guys. You know what I mean? But in this country, I know that I'm not going to attract, like women who are like 7s or 8s or 9s. That ain't going to happen. I know that. I'm aware of that. So I stay in my lane. I've dated like women who were at my level of attractiveness. You know? Yeah, exactly. You know, with an RV, it's like you can carry your house. You can just ride your house with you. You know, no need. It's got everything you need, like a shower, a toilet, um, a bed. Why not? And you can just park the RV anywhere you need to be to stop, take a stop. You know. Are you saying you're a 5, Nancy? Hey, it might. Okay, you're a 7. If you're a 7, date another 7. Don't try to go for an 8. Okay, 8 is a pretty high level. Don't try to go for an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Don't do it. If you're a 7, date another 7. Okay? Plenty of 7s out there, Nancy. Plenty of good 7s out there. Okay? Alright? Plenty of good 7s out there. So just don't try to go above. When you're a 7, you can't go slightly above you. Okay? Because an 8 is still pretty high. Okay? On the attractiveness scale. If you're basically, you can't. Okay? You gotta stick with 7s. Or go below. I don't think you want to do that. You know what I mean? If you want to go below a 7, okay, going to 5s or something like that, might not be a good idea. Because you're not going to be attracted to the guy. You know, if you're 7s are not that bad looking, so go for it. I know there aren't everything. I know that. But here's the thing. I hate to break it to you. Society does put a lot of emphasis on looks, on levels of attraction, on both sides. So, yeah. Nancy, I told you not to get vulgar, Nancy. Nancy, that comment was held for review because of that. Don't get vulgar, okay? Don't use words like that. Now, I didn't hold that comment for review. YouTube did. Well, they are. Sorry. It's okay, Nancy. You know, there's a movie. I wish there was a. Okay, watch the movie Shallow Hal. Okay, Nancy, watch the movie Shallow Hal, and try to imagine the female version of that movie, of a woman who is shallow and chasing men who are out of her league. And there's a lot of women like that out there. Exactly, Airgun Johnny. Yes, well, if you saw the movie, now imagine a woman like two women that are like that. They're always chasing after men who are out of their league, and then they get burned in the end. And they feel mad, and then they start to hate all men. But it's not all men that's doing that. Is that if they're getting rejected by basically highly attractive men, it's not all men's fault. It's just basically they're chasing rainbows pretty much. Just like Shallow Hal, there's a lot of women out there who chase rainbows. They're chasing after men who look like Brad Pitt. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry to tell you. You're better off with Joe the plumber, or Jack the electrician. And by the way, the guys who work in those fields make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. If you work as a plumber or electrician, those trades, you're making a ton of money right now. And I'm not saying it doesn't. Okay, it does work both, but I think I've noticed that men are more honest about their prospects a little bit more. I'm not saying all men are honest about the prospects. Okay, I'm just saying that most men I've talked to, when they look themselves in the mirror, they're kind of like honest. Can I get a supermodel? No. Can I get a 7? Probably not. Can I get a woman that looks like that British woman in Weird Science? What's her name? Kelly LeBrock in her prime? No. Probably not. Not in this country. But that's the point. I understand that, Luis. I do. But the point is that a lot of times, it is about and particularly in the West, it is about looks. To a certain extent, there is personality that comes into play. When it comes to men, it's about looks. In this day and age, it's about looks and wealth. Looks and money. So, yeah, it has a lot to do with confidence, but it does have a lot to do with looks, honey. Pretty good, Luis. Got to be careful with those vulgar comments, though. YouTube will censor them. But that's the point. I'm just like, I'm staying in my lane to a certain extent. Now, when I go to the Asian countries, I probably can attract higher quality women, you could say. Just by the virtue that I'm taller than most of the men in that country. Me being 5'9" makes me taller than most of the men in the Philippines. So. See you, Nancy. I know, but YouTube messes with... I know that, man. But here's the thing. Every time you do that, YouTube will censor your comment and hide it. Every time. So it's not me, Luis. It's YouTube. That being said, I've had some fun doing this stream. But I love talking about different things, various topics. Now, I will say this: I do not like the Barbie movie. I think it's feminist tripe. But it's made a lot of money. A lot of women in the West have just ate it all up. You know, and they're saying that they'll break up with their boyfriends if they don't go see the Barbie movie, or if they don't like the Barbie movie. Well, I would say if you have a woman who's giving you that ultimate, who's I would say this. I would say this. Let's say you have a girlfriend and she says she wants you to go see the Barbie movie, or she's asking if you like the Barbie movie or not. I would say if she even saw the Barbie movie, you need to basically break up with her now. She is low quality at that point. She is not. Yeah. I would say don't just break up with her. Run away as fast as you can. Because if she saw the Barbie movie, it just shows that she's a very unstable lunatic who believes in feminism, and you need to get away from her at that point. If any woman who saw the Barbie movie or wants you to go to the Barbie movie with her, she is not a woman you want to be with. Not at all. She is a radical feminist, and that's what basically that movie is about. So if you got a significant other who wants to go see that movie, or has seen that movie, it's time to say, baby, I think it's time we saw other people. You know what I mean? I'm gonna warn you now. It's already coming out that a lot of breakups have happened because of the Barbie movie, and I would say good riddance, because that just shows the mental instability of your girlfriend. No, I didn't, and I won't. But I know what it's about. I know exactly what the story's about. I watched Midnight's Edge, and other reports about it. I can already tell from the trailer. I saw the trailer, though. And I could already tell it was feminist BS. Just watching the trailer. I was like, could already tell. But then again, that movie was never made for me in the first place. I would never watch it. So however, I did see Sound of Freedom. And that's a movie you should watch. Sound of Freedom. So, Sound of Freedom. Good movie, by the way. Very sad movie. It will both anger you and sadden you. It has a glimmers of hope into it. Dude, you don't want to do it. She's unstable if she likes that movie. Don't do it. How ironic is that, Mr. Pickles? Essentially, feminists made a deal with the devil, and the devil has a way of basically giving you what you want and then basically screwing you over uh, in the deal. So, yes, but it's the aftermath you got to worry about, Luis. The aftermath. You know, when she stabs you or calls the police on you, when you try to get away. That's the aftermath you're going to have to deal with. Doesn't matter, dude. If she's crazy and you let her into your life, woe unto you, buddy. Woe unto you. There are so many nasty things that she can do to you at this point. She can ruin your life in 10 seconds. Okay? You don't know what the laws are like out there. One false accusation, buddy, you could be facing some serious prison time, dude. She can just make up that you hit her, or that you raped her. You know? Something like that. It sounds like you put yourself in that situation. But I'm telling you, they're going to believe her. Also, you got to worry about if she might not stab you in the back when you try to leave. Exactly, Mr. Pickles. You got to be smart out here. You know what I mean? Particularly with Western laws the way they are, dude. They don't favor you. I can tell you that. I mean, look up Duke Lacrosse. It took one crazy stripper to almost ruin young men's lives. And they didn't even touch the girl. You know? Well, you know, you got lucky. You got lucky. I'll tell you that. I'll say this. With this, you should record everything in those situations. I'm going to tell you, record everything when you're meeting with a strange woman. Make sure everything's on the record, you know? That's a good thing to have. But dude, you're playing with fire when you're playing with crazy. And so, you know, I'm telling you. Mentally unstable women are not the best to deal with, I can tell you that. They may be fun in the intermediate, but when you have to deal with them when you got on their bad side, oh dude. When you deal with a crazy woman when you're on their bad side, they're gonna do bad things to you. I mean, I would say steer clear. Steer clear. See, I had a mother who was kind of off in the head, and she was crazy, but not in a nice way. So I'm familiar with this kind of stuff. You know? Uh, well, they can, okay? I'll tell you this, under the legal system we have now, okay, makes it easier for women to do false accusations and make false reports and this and that and this and that. And also make false, with the social media, they can make, false accusations with you, just defame your reputation. They can do all sorts of things. I'm not joking when I say that when you get on a crazy woman's bad side, they can devastate your life these days. Not only to mention that they might try to kill you. I've heard stories like that, dude. Don't think they can't kill you. Well, they can. If they get you by surprise with a knife, like, or a gun, they put a bullet in you, I would say that you're done for, buddy. That's why you don't go near crazy. No. All my women have been sane. All the girlfriends I've been with. Boy. Luis. Back in the day, I guess. Oh. I guess you learned your lesson, Luis. I guess you learned your lesson. All right. Oh, the chat's gone cold. But I think it's time to go. I've had a... That's good for you, Luis. Good for you. Although they can be very entertaining sometimes, crazy women. They can make you laugh, especially some of the videos that have emerged of... I like to watch videos of crazy women. Oh, it's so much entertainment there. Like crazy women doing psycho stuff, like, slashing their boyfriend's car's tires and keying their cars and smashing their windows. Also attacking them. I saw one video where an ex-girlfriend ran her ex-boyfriend over. Yeah. Good times. We're getting arrested. Oh yeah, DUIs. That's so much I love the videos where women say stupid stuff to men, and men have a look on their face like, what? You ever seen that look on a man's face when a woman says something really dumb to you? That it's like you can't be this dumb. or something that like out of this world, like, really? I love those videos too. Like, what? You ever seen that? This is the face I look when someone says something really weird to me, or really that doesn't make sense. Like, really? All right, I gotta go. I'll see you, everyone. See you, Luis. Ooh, yeah! God rest his soul, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I gotta go myself. It's been nice talking to everybody. I got 12 thumbs up. I'm very happy about that. It's been a very good stream. I've got some good stuff going on. I got some new stuff, some new items that are coming soon. I won't tell you what they are. It's gonna be a surprise. Well, bye bye everyone.